So I've been waiting for a couple of hours to open up this box that is sitting right here. And it is not a heavy box, but it's a heavy box. If you want to know what I have inside, stay tuned for the video. Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. In this video, we are going to unbox some comics, and I have not done a whole lot of unboxing videos as of late because I haven't been really going out hunting for books or really picking up anything major worthy enough to do a dedicated video. But as I've continued to work my way through the collection that I picked up several months ago, I've come to the realization that there are a couple of books that I really want that I have not found in the collection, and I feel like I'm not going to find them in the collection. And as always, you know, any good hunter has a couple of hunting grounds that they go back to time and time again. And so while I haven't been actively hunting, I have been checking in on my hunting area to make sure things are still set up quite nicely for me. And that's exactly where this book came from, or this box came from. I actually first met this particular seller probably 10 months ago maybe, and cultivated a pretty good relationship with this seller that I have continued to maintain all this time. And I check in from time to time and see how things are going, and thankfully things have continued to go well. And some of the books that I was able to pick up are books that have been essentially sitting there basically waiting for me, which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice when you have a relationship with somebody that you can continue to kind of revisit. And so I reached out to the seller, asked a couple of questions, and lo and behold, the books that I was interested in were still there for me. And what's great about this is that you never hear me talk about money, and I'm certainly not going to in this situation. But when you develop a true relationship with people, you tend to be able to get things for a better price than if you were just going to the open market. And that's one of the really great things about, again, having these hunting grounds, cultivating these relationships, and maintaining them long term. It puts you in a really good place to make magic happen. And so a couple of really awesome books that I was able to pick up, and I have not seen these books other than from photos, so I'm going to be getting my look at them for the first time right now. So one of the books that I picked up is it's a nice looking book. It is a low number X-Men book because little by little I'm working on the X-Men stuff. This is X-Men issue number 5, and it is a really nice copy. I mean, it's definitely on the lower end of the spectrum, but the book is complete. Definitely has some damage to it. There's a little bit of a spine roll that may not be correctable just because of how the spine of the book actually looks. Little Marvel chipping over here on the right side, but generally a nice copy of X-Men issue number 5. So definitely pleased to have this one in the collection. The old school Angel and Magneto. That's awesome. This is an awesome book right here. Then the next book that I picked up was this book right here. This is Invaders number 1. And you guys know, if you've been watching the channel, you know I am a fan of the Invaders, the team that is. And little by little, I've been picking up, you know, copies of the Invaders. And so I went ahead and snagged this one. And it's a decent copy. It's a little bit on the lower end side, but it is complete. No rust on the staples, and at some point I'll probably get a higher grade copy of this one, but it was only a couple of bucks, so like, why not go ahead and pick it up if you have the opportunity to do so. The other book that I picked up is one that I've actually wanted for a while. And recently I realized that I had never actually read this book. So I took some time to read it. Then I looked on eBay to look and see what the prices were. And I was like, I'm not paying that money for this particular book. I like it, but I don't like it eBay much. Thankfully my seller had one, and this book is definitely in need of a clean and a press. But it is Avengers #8. Kang the Conqueror. Really, really awesome book that has been on my radar for probably well over a year, kind of off and on, but I was never truly committed to it because of all of the excitement around Kang the Conqueror coming to the MCU that drove prices up, and because the book really wasn't a true goal of mine, I did not prioritize it. But after reading the book, realizing that it was super corny, It is a corny book, but also recognizing the importance of it and the fact that Kang may appear at some point. I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and pick this one up. So I'm very glad that I did that. And again, these books are not in the 100K collection, so I don't feel like I'm suddenly going to go to the storage facility and find these books. At least, I mean, if I do, I won't be mad, right? One of the other books that I went ahead and picked up is this book right here. And this book is still in the poly bag, which excites me. A little worried about the poly bag damage that typically happens on some of these books. But again, a poly bagged version of Ultimate Fallout #4 is not something that you turn down. And so here you go. Really, really cool book. I was able to find a second print and a variant of this book in the collection, but not the first print. And now I actually have the first print. So we're going to take this one out of the poly bag, get a really good look at it, and see if we can make some magic happen with this book. But definitely excited about having this book in the collection now. And again, for the price that was paid, it is a fantastic pickup. And if this thing comes back 9.6, 9.8, I mean, honestly, 9.0, I'm good, right? I'm good all the way around. It's a really cool book, a really important book, that I wish that I had picked up a long time ago, but I didn't. I didn't for whatever reason, and I'm pleased that I've now been able to officially add it to the collection. So there you go. That is essentially the whole Ultimate Fallout 4, Avengers #8, Invaders #1, and then X-Men #5. So a couple of really cool books that I was able to pick up. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, I certainly want to encourage you to hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment behind so we can mix it up in the comment section. If you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so in one of two ways: on Instagram at Regie Collects, or you can reach me on email at reggie@regiecollects.com. And if you are interested in reading some awesome blog posts, I want to encourage you to head over to my website. I have a couple of guys that are contributing some really awesome content to the blog. If you go to regiecollects.com and you scroll down on the page, you will see a host of blog posts that have been put up. And if you're interested in being a blogger for me, reach out to me. Send me an email, send me a direct message, and we can have a conversation. Take care.